Welcome to week 10, where we're going to have a case study on finance. This actually begins a 3-week series of these case studies. So for the next 3 weeks, so week 10, week 11, and week 12, the most important thing for you to turn in is the analysis document. In each of these cases, you're given the data, you're given the streams already worked out. So turning in the streams is okay. If you want to modify the stream in some way, you could turn that in. That's okay as well. But really what you're graded off of is the analysis document. So you want to put a lot of detail into the analysis document. That's the most important thing. If you're turning in an analysis document that's 1 or 2 pages, you're probably not going to get very many points, if any points, for such a submission. So be careful with that. Make sure that it's the appropriate level, but focus on the things of what did you learn from the study, what's some of the ways that that study could be extended, what would be other data sets that you could bring in for each of these types, what did you learn, what could you learn, what are the things that you could put along with it. That's really the core of what it is. So with the study here, on the weekly material, if you download it, it's going to download to a couple of different folders. First of all, there'll be a data files folder, and this includes the text files. These text files are what you're actually going to use in the model. In addition, the model material folder is going to have the actual streams, and if you open this right here, this is the project file. The project file will give you everything that you need. It'll load up all the individual streams for you. So you got to remember the data files are in this data files folder. The modeler, the code streams are here. Now, in addition, one of the streams is going to produce an output file. You'll want to go ahead and select a different name for that output file if you have the output file open inside of your data files. So some students have been running the stream saying my stream doesn't run. It's because they have that file open and they're trying to create that file. That will create a message for you from within SPSS. So let me show you here. Here are some of the one of the streams. Here is the other stream right here. What you'll have to do is you have to go into these right here, and you'll have to change the location of that to wherever that data files is, and then pick up the right name from that data file. So pay attention as you're going here. You'll see what the name of the file is. Maybe write that down. Then when you go in here, change that location to wherever your location is at. If it loads correctly, when you do a preview, you should see something like what you see on the screen, and a preview will actually produce a table such as this. Now, one other suggestion I'd recommend is right-click on this and click Cache and click Enable. If you do that, you're going to get a little green dot, so you can run this again and again and again, and it won't reload that file every time. It'll cache it, and so it'll run fast the second or third time. Now here's this output that I'm talking about. So for this one right here, I've just renamed mine output underscore and then kept the rest of the name that's in place. I'd suggest that you do the same for that as well. So this is one of those cases where this stream is building a temporary one, which then you load into a final one inside the modeling right here. See? So again, that's kind of what you have to do for those two pieces. You run the streams. Get the learning out of it. What do you understand from it? Take screenshots, whatever you need to do. Put that together into your analysis document. Submit your analysis document. Now we're also getting to the part of the course where this week here, you can see we've only got a couple more weeks until we get into that final project. So by now, you should have a data set selected. You should be kind of thinking what you're going to do for that final project. If you're still struggling, please reach out and I'll be able to answer or help you kind of direct you in the right direction on that. Again, I've made suggestions, and there's an earlier video which we've made that'll show you kind of the Kaggle and some of the other data sources that you can use to search out on. But by now you should really kind of have an idea of what you're going to do that final project on, because as we roll out of these use cases over the next 3 weeks, we're going to roll right into that final project, first of which is the model preparation and deployment piece of it. Then I will say that after that, week 14, you're going to do a peer feedback. You're going to evaluate somebody's model and then get back with them as far as giving them feedback, and you're graded on how you give that feedback to as well. So these are going to be really important that we get these final projects, and the timing of these final projects, getting those in on time is also going to be important. So if you're still kind of struggling about what you want to do, now would really be the time to kind of finalize on that. So we have office hours. If you've got any questions, you can come 7 o'clock Eastern tonight. Otherwise, post it in the discussion forum or shoot me an email. Have a good week. Thank you.